Hello, welcome to a new Let's Play of Remnant from the Ashes. This is a shooter, brand new. We're going to jump in and see how it goes. I think I've heard it can be kind of tough. Don't know a lot about it. I've watched a few pre-released streams. So we'll see. I don't expect I'll be very good at it, but should be fun. And we'll see how far we get. My plan is to play through the intro here, and I may try streaming the rest of the game and see how that goes. So, perfect world. Gunfire Games. Okay. Remnant from the Ashes.
This looks like it was important. Once.
This looks like it could be useful. This looks like it could.
What's this doing here?
This could be.
This looks
Okay,
like
so we got character creation. Let's see. That's not bad. Okay. Let's go that. Okay. Let's go with dark hair. Oh, let's go. What kind of? Okay. 8 different faces. Let's go 1. We have scars. That's probably what we're gonna go with. Okay.
This could be useful.
This looks like it could be useful.
Well, this looks like it was important. What?
This looks like it was important. Once.
What's this doing here?
This could be useful.
This looks like it could be useful.
This looks like it could be useful.
What is this doing here?
This
could be useful.
I wonder what this is.
What's this doing here?
I wonder what this is.
Wonder what this is.
What's this doing here?
Wonder what this is.
This looks like it was important. Once.
What's this doing here?
This looks like it was important.
This looks like it was important. Once.
What's this doing here?
Let's go with 4. Okay. Well, we can zoom in and out. Can't tell whether that's like cloth or like leather. Kind of a smock looking thing. Let's make sure the skin tone. Okay. Last playtime, intro, select character. We're gonna play offline. Trait rank 0. We don't actually name our character. That's interesting. tip. Triangle to toggle weapons. So in this game you have 3 different weapons. You tend to have like a handgun, a ranged gun, and then a melee weapon. I guess you can find lots of different weapons and armors and stuff like that. But
What can we do when our last hope fails? That you must discover. Our last hope sailed this sea before you, in search of an end to the beasts that have hunted us for generations. An end was found, or so we thought, when the dragon rose into the sky like a phoenix, blazing in flames of agony. But our hero never came home. Only the storm, the beasts, the unshakable dread that something had twisted and turned. Your journey will not be easy. Storm swirls round the dragon's tower like a shroud. The dragon may be dead, but in its ashes, I fear something else has awoken. You will fight for every step. You must reach the tower, learn what became of our warrior, face what lurks within.
that's a big wave.
When our last hope fails, another shall take its place. So long as we have breath.
Okay, so we're trying to get to the tower. Looks like a lighthouse. R2 to do a melee attack. Hold R2 to perform a charged melee attack. Okay. Again, I'm playing this on the PS4. PS4 Pro. So I'm using controller controls and not mouse and keyboard. Okay. Waking up on shore. Looks like we got ourselves a sword. That's cool. Didn't expect to see a sword in a shooter, but I like swords, so. Okay. So those are our 2 attacks, so. So it doesn't charge for too long. So we have our map. Our traits. So we have 0 vigor and 0 endurance. From what I understand, you can get a whole bunch of these traits throughout the game, and they all do different things. Vigor increases max health. Obviously, not getting hit's the best way to stay alive, but who the hell can do that forever? And endurance increases max stamina. The root don't get tired. You want to live? Figure out how to do the same. Okay. Here's our advanced stats. Defense, armor 10, weight 14, encumbrance light, resistances, -5 to, is it bludgeoning? -6 to fire, 5 to rot, 5 to radiation, 1 to corrosion, and 4 to shock. Okay, melee damage reduction 0%, range damage reduction 0%. Primary weapon 0, secondary weapon 0, blade of adventure 26, so that must be the sword we have. Critical hit chance bonus 0%. Critical hit damage plus 50%. Melee damage bonus 0%. Range damage bonus 0%. Health 100. Health regen per second 0. Health regen effectiveness 0. Stamina 100. Stamina regen per second, 33. Okay, so it takes about 3 seconds for us to refill our stamina. Scrap boost, 0%. Okay. Rating versus zone, offense and defense. Triangle, or diamond. Okay. Inventory. So we got nothing. So character, okay, so our handgun slot, a long gun slot, and a melee slot. Head slot, body armor, leg armor, ring, amulet. Okay. Blade of Adventure. Critical hit chance, 5%, damage 26, and 6. An ancient, quick, and versatile blade suited for almost any situation. It excels at controlling areas with its wide arcing swings and fast recovery. Excellent against hordes of smaller enemies and perfect for dealing damage in a pinch. Something familiar about this blade. It's seen a lot and done even more. This is where it all begins and where it all ends, at the end of a sword. Okay, and we have an Adventurer's Tunic. Armor 6, so -4 bludgeoning, -2 fire. So this is where we're getting our stats from. Is minus good or is minus bad? Don't really know. Armor set bonus. Treasure Hunter increases chance to get loot from destroying breakables. 1 piece, 10% chance. 2 pieces, 20% chance. 3 pieces, 55% chance. Something familiar about this, feels it's the same out of place, but right at home at the same time. Run hard, run fast, fight them to your very last breath. So these are 6 and 4. So we have 2 pieces on, so we have a 20% chance of getting loot. Aim snap on, camera bob on. Camera bob. I worry about that. Sensitivity. HUD size. Okay. Yeah. See what's in here. Okay, there's our tower. So not very far away. But across the water. Oh, is it an island? Oh, there's something there. Okay. Okay. Bloodwort. Consumable items. Consumable items offer temporary aid. They can be found in the world or purchased from merchants. Consumables will automatically be equipped once picked up if there are no other consumables in their inventory. Let's... Regenerates 1.7 health per second. Lasts 30 seconds. Made from red, ground up leaves of a plant. What still grows in cracks and corners. Fighting the root just like we are. Sometimes the hardiest plants are what keep you hardy. Okay, we can assign it to a slot. Okay. Press up to use items to restore health. Okay, we're at half health. Yeah. Ooh, so that fills up slowly. Okay. I have the feeling something's going to... jump out at us. X to dodge. Oh. Dodging and sprinting depletes your stamina. So we can kind of duck out of the way if we just hit it with no direction. Dive left, dive right, dive forward, and sprint. Controls. Movement, sprint, shift camera, camera scope. Alt fire mode. Shoot attack. Switch weapons. Dragonheart. So we have a button to Dragonheart. Map, aim. So, oh, there we go. So we toggle it with our L3. So there's no lock on. Okay. I thought this was a shooter, but we don't have any guns yet. Ooh, see more creatures out there. Can we get through? Okay, that doesn't look like it. Well, we haven't had a jump button. Oh! We can dive. Okay, here's something rusty moving. Okay. Oh! Did not dodge that. Those things do a lot of damage. So if we hit them, we kind of stun lock them, but we have to hit them early so they don't hit us back. He got me. Ooh, down we go. Oh.
Hang in there. You're gonna be okay.
We got company! Move! Move!
Interesting. Press X to dodge incoming attacks. Yeah, we need to do that. Cool looking crystal there. I think that's also our loading symbol.
You're awake. Hi there.
Oh,
Whoa,
that's...
whoa, take it slow. You got hurt real bad. You don't want to start bleeding again, do you? Ward 13. It's safe here. Maybe the only safe place there is. I'm Wallace. I wanted to see you. I asked the commander if I could. Oh, Commander Ford and Mr. Rigler found you outside. They brought you here. But they said Mark wasn't coming back. Never mind. The commander said you should come see her when you woke up. She's in the room down the hall. She'll find a place for you. Everyone's got a place. I'll see you later.
Okay, stranger in the base. Talk to Commander Ford. So we got ourselves a mission. Oh. We don't have our sword. Oh, we don't even have it on us. Okay. Oh, looks like there's something here on the desk. Journal. December 15th of December 1968. Lieutenant Evelyn Cedar, one of only 7 survivors to make it off the atoll. We had to abandon Ward 16 and retreat to Central here in Ward 13. Everyone else, they're all dead. Harsgard, Neville, Green, Parker, Mackenzie. Every last one of them is gone. We're the only ones left. The Root invaded Ward 13 too. There are bodies everywhere, Root and human both. That must have been what we were fighting, the Root. Thankfully, the Root left for some reason. The place is abandoned. The Dreamers are gone. That's what the Root came for. I don't know how I know that, but I'm certain of it. The Root and the Dreamers are connected somehow. I can feel it. When the Dreamers were killed, the Root no longer had a reason to stay. Captain Ford, Commander now, I guess, says we're holding up here while we figure out our next move. He's fixed the crystal so nothing can follow us from the atoll. And there are only a few physical entrances. It should be defensible for as long as we need it. God, this is a hell of a Hanukkah. So that was December 15th. 15th of April, 1969. Tax day. It's been months now. The ward almost feels normal. We cleaned the bodies out, though there are some doors we still can't get into. Commander Ford has us looking for survivors, getting them into the ward. He's a brave man. Smart, not like the bastards who got us into this mess. Thanks to Ford, we can survive the first wave of the Root invasion, which is more than can be said for the rest of the world. The Root didn't just come out of the wards. They attacked all over, all at once. No one was ready. Armies were overwhelmed. France even tried nukes on their own land. Then they went quiet. We've lost all communication with anyone. The city's a war zone. We're surviving, but barely. How long can we do this? Okay, May 3rd, day before my birthday. I've been having dreams lately. I hear the Root, smell them, watch them from inside their own heads as they hunt down and slaughter the survivors. When I wake up, I can still feel their joy, their rage. Sometimes it takes me a while to remember who I am, where I am. It's freaking me out. May 24th. We lost so many people today. Took control of a water tower, though. It'll keep us alive, but I keep wondering if it's worth it. So many died, so we can, scrap by until they kill us too? Commander Ford spoke for the dead, assured us their sacrifices would not be forgotten. So long as we have breath, he said we have hope. I wish I could believe that. This is pretty long. Run across some old letters and journals from the folks who lived here before. They were full of hope and excitement. Andrew, Commander Ford, caught me reading, but I guess he's been reading them too. He said their hope worried him. It was misguided, he said. Just like we were in Ward 16, just like I am now. I couldn't help but snort. What the hell did he have to be hopeful for? He laughed when I told him. He actually thinks we'll survive, that we'll come back from this somehow. I thought he was naive, but this hope is what kept us going, isn't it? It's kept us alive so far. I must have said as much because he smiled and said we were only alive because of the people like me, people who caught details he missed and challenged his optimism. He said my cynicism made his optimism more real. I'm laughing again just thinking about it. Of all the things to be worried about, he's worried about having hope. He thinks I'm keeping us alive. God, what a man. August 12th. Had another root dream last night. This one was different. Real. They were waiting for us in my dream near the hotel courtyard where we've been growing food. I told Ford about it. I thought he'd dismiss it. God knows my CO did that often enough. But he said it was worth checking out. Good thing, too, because they were there, waiting. We fought them because of my dream. Afterwards, I admitted my other dreams to Ford. Said it had been going on for a while. He wanted me to tell the others. I told the rest of the 7. We'll see what happens, but I think it was the right call. He's a good man, Andrew. I always knew it. But he's a good man. So who is the author of this? Okay, a couple days later. Okay, but what would it even look like if I hit on the leader of the ward? He doesn't need that right now. We're just trying to survive. Who the hell thinks of dating in a post-apocalyptic hellscape? Okay, falling for the leader. Screw it, I'm asking him out. Well, hell, turns out my feelings were mutual. Andrew didn't say anything because he was worried about what a relationship might do to the leadership within the ward. Would it look like favoritism? Would it affect how the others saw me? What about when we argued? He started asking 1,000 questions until I shut him up. And I realized as I was shutting him up that this was the point. No matter how risky it might be, love is exactly what makes surviving worth the trouble. Besides, we have a goddamn common foe out there. It's not like we'll ever disagree on that. So that's next year? No, that's 2 years. Wow. Holy hell, I forgot about this old thing. Guess you could say I've been distracted. Andrew and I got married last month, and today I'm pregnant. I haven't told Andrew yet. I want to keep it to myself a little longer. It's hard to believe that there's life inside me, a new person who didn't exist before. It was Andrew's idea. I thought he was crazy for even bringing it up. Who would raise a child in this creep show of an earth? Him and his damn optimism. But he's right. Children are the only future we have. I don't know what will happen to this one, or hell, to us. But bringing a child into this world the root are trying to rip away from us feels like rebellion. It feels like hope. And goddamn if if that's not exactly what we need right now. Okay, that's the last. Now we need to go talk to Commander Ford. That looks like something. Oh. And scrap. Okay, we picked up some scrap. What else can we break? So it looks like wooden boxes. That looks like it would hurt our hands. Okay. Okay, let's see. Inventory, materials, quest items. We'll check out this level before we go down. Ah.
Well, well. Look who's awake. I figured you for dead. Riggs and I barely pulled you out of that mess. I'm Commander Ford. This is my base, and you, friend, are an unexpected guest. It's my job to know the kind of people I bring into Ward 13. We haven't seen a living soul on that shore for weeks. You will tell me why you were really out there, or we'll let the root have you.
So this is Commander Ford, but the Commander Ford in the journal was a man. So this is maybe the wife. This is maybe the author of the journal. Yeah, I see no reason not to tell the truth.
No one has been in that tower in a very long time. But you've got no chance of getting there in this storm. Truth is, the ward has been cut off. We had to block the gates after we dragged you in. The root are everywhere. But now that you're here, I have an idea. I'll tell you what. You want to leave? You'll have to do something for us first. First, we need power. That storm knocked out our reactor recently. With enough power, we might be able to activate another way out of here. The reactor is on the lower basement level. There's a stairwell that leads down to it. Get it running, then come back here.
Sure.
Nothing around here is easy. Watch your back. We already lost a man down there a few days ago. I suspect the Root have found a way in. Go check in with Riggs about your blade. I don't imagine your fists will do much against the Root. You do this for us, and I'll make sure you get out of here.
Cool. Okay. Okay, so it looks like scrap is our currency. So we're at 66 now. This nice looking? It is nice. Yep, we're at 77 now because we picked up 11. Okay. Well, flashing red lights are always a good sign. Let's see what we have down here. Let's see. Is that a shotgun? It's like plans for a rifle of some sort. Maybe railgun?
Hey, it's good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to Ward 13.
Oh, this is Riggs. He's got his hello, my name is. That's funny.
I did what I could to patch you up. You seem like a tough one, though. Name's Wriggler. Most everyone calls me Riggs. Well, your, sword was pretty banged up in the fight. Not much I could do with it, I'm afraid. The blade was shattered when we found you.
We lost
Mostly
a sword.
scrap metal at this point.
That
I think I
sucks.
remember Ace mentioned she found a few weapons out in the city. Maybe she'll help you out. Well, last I heard, Ace went down to check out the reactor. Good luck down there.
How convenient. Okay.
Power being out has everyone on edge. Not to mention all the Root out there.
Machine gun, I think that's what that says. Some nice duster with some armor. Invisible wall. Baseball hat. Okay.
Keep walking, stranger. Keep walking, stranger.
Okay. Not very helpful. Oh, I don't know what all these things are. It's like a broken blade of some sort. Lots of crystals. Car engine? Yep. It's a good way to break your hand. Okay. Got ourselves some boxes here. Have to remember to pick up the pieces, even though we don't just auto pick them up. Okay. Just scrap.
This looks like it was important. Once. This looks like it was important. Once.
So it has the spirals of the crystal we saw during the loading screen. Those like hard drives. Oh. Okay, computer. What's this? So it looks like we need to turn on power before we can run the computers. Makes sense. I think we made a loop. Ooh, more boxes. Oh, some iron. Let's look. Iron. Common resource used to reinforce basic weapons and armor up to level 5 and boss weapons up to level 3. The oldest material in the world, or at least the world that's left. So we have two pieces of iron. Is this up to where we started? I think so. Yep. Okay. I see a big skull on our mini-map. That's probably where we're supposed to go.
Oop. It's hard to know who's who in the dark.
Reggie sold me this thing called a watch. No idea what it's really for, but it helps me fall asleep.
How does a watch help you fall asleep? Oh, this is obviously the kitchen.
I can't stand being cooped up here. But I ain't going outside.
Poor Wallace. Losing Mark like that.
I hope you can restore the power soon, stranger. Without light and heat, our weakest won't last long.
I told Mark not to go out there. His brother needs him.
Okay, so that must have been oh. That looks like something breakable, but there doesn't seem to be a way to get to it. Can we go around to the other side?
See you around.
Wallace? Sure. Nope. Wow. She's fast.
Keeps us in the dark, figuratively and literally.
Okay. Just going around punching things. Okay. So that's something up there.
Hey, I got my eye on you. Don't try nothing.
Oh. Okay. Warding. Automatic door opening. Automatic opening door. Stand back. Doesn't look like it's that automatic. Is there a way up there? So that's a walkway. That's strange. We have a walkway to get up there. There. Am I missing stairs? No stairs in here. Do we have the woman that moves super fast? That's really weird. Who built something like that?
Are you gonna help us get the power back? Are you gonna help us get the power back?
Sure, as soon as I figure out where it is I'm supposed to be going. Maybe if we turn on power, a door will open. Well, that's back to Wallace. That's where we started. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, here's somebody new.
Good to see a new face around here. Hey, friend. The actor's just through that door and down the stairs. Keep your wits about you.
Okay.
Keep your wits about you.
I will try.
You picked a hell of a time to visit the ward, friend.
Not really here to visit the ward. Eat, drink, and be merry. Let's go see what's up over here. So it looks like anything that's wooden. How about the... Nope, not that. That looks like it, though. Can we break? Yeah. So anything that looks wooden we can break. Is that true of, like, walls? Nope. So what are these? These look like stalls. Do they have like a swap meet or something here every Saturday? Maybe a farmer's market? Okay, taxi. Bus. Maybe like a milk truck. Okay. Ward 13 access. Somebody's bed. One more box. Okay. Oh, directory. Okay, level 1 control. Okay. B2, B1 is the reactor. Ward 13 is on B2, and research is on B3. Okay. B1. see what's down these stairs. I think this is not the right way, but it's gonna let us keep going. What's in research? See research there on the wall. Okay. Are we missing like a fuse? Camera. Okay, doors are locked. Oh, is this like a key card thing? Is that our inventory off on the right? So it looks like we need a key in order to get... We need to turn on the power, probably. We need to get a fuse. And then we need a key card to get down here. Okay. Level B2. This is Ward 13. Oh, something glowing blue. Looks like a book. Looks like we need another key card. Okay. Well, let's continue up to the way we're supposed to go. Oh, a little bit of stutter there. Reactor level.
Damn it, Les. Where are you? I swear, if you try scaring me, I'll...
Okay. That must have been who we were told about. Who had the weapons? Was it Alice? Or am I just making up names?
Where the hell did you come from? You nearly scared the life out of me. No one else wandering around down here. You're not from around here, are you? Name's
Nope.
Ace. Ace.
Ace.
You?
That
That
looking
right?
for the reactor.
Well, you found it. Starting that relic could mean trouble, though. So, you ever start a reactor?
How hard can it be?
So you figured you'd just come down here and wing it?
Yep.
Lucky for you, just the press of a button on the terminal above us. Would have
Figured.
done it myself, but without knowing what might come sniffing around. With the two of us, though, maybe we got a chance. Okay, so I have an idea. You go upstairs and start the reactor. I'll help you kill whatever comes our way. You probably need a weapon, huh?
Yes, we do.
Let's see if I can find you something.
Select your archetype. Scrapper. Ex-cultist. Hunter. Hunter. The hunter specializes in long-range combat, armed with an ultra-precise hunting rifle, sturdy repeater pistol, and versatile scrap sword. The hunter excels at taking out targets before they get close. Their mod, Hunter's Mark, marks enemies, allowing the hunter and their teammates to see targets through walls. It also increases critical hit chance against the marked targets. And repeater pistol, hunting rifle, and a scrap sword. So 35 damage, 55 damage, 17 damage. Ex-cultist. The ex-cultist specializes in mid-range combat and support, armed with a powerful coach gun, sturdy repeater pistol, and deadly scrap hatchet. The ex-cultist controls the mid-range with excellent burst damage. Their mod, Minder's Aura, casts an area effect heal that gradually restores health for all teammates. Well, we're probably going to be mostly solo. So, Minder's Aura doesn't sound that great. Oh, Coach Gun does a lot of damage. 102. 40 damage there, so... What is our icon? Okay. Hunter, ex-cultist. The Scrapper specializes in close-range combat and melee damage. Armed with a devastating shotgun, sturdy repeater pistol, and massive scrap hammer. The Scrapper is at their best when they're close to their enemy. Their mod Hotshot imbues the ammunition with fire, giving it a chance to set enemies on fire. So that's a big hammer. Cool shotgun. So I think we can get any of these items. It's kind of about our starting class. So the ex-cultist looks the coolest, but I think we want to be ranged. Plus we get a cool sword. I mean, it's not as cool as the sword we started with, but let's try this.
There. That should improve our odds.
Trait unlocked, Shadow Walker. New item, repeater pistol. New item, hunting rifle. New item, scrap sword. Oh, we can see that on our back.
Get up there and start the reactor.
How do we... Oh, okay. So whenever we're not locked on or aiming down the sights, we use our melee. Okay. She was down here looking for somebody. Wonder if he's still down here. That's something... Oh, stairs. Big fans. Big fan. Here's another room. Let's go check out what's in this other room. Gas canister. Wonder if that... Okay, I think that means that we're blocked. So it tells us when we're blocked. Okay, so those things don't blow up. Telephone, TV. Okay. Not much going on here. I don't know how somebody could get lost. Okay, so far it's been kind of slow, but yeah. Axiom Series 980 CPU 5 megahertz, a whole 5 megahertz. Well, if this was in the 60s or 70s, that would still be super fast. Though, yeah, you probably wouldn't have, you'd have terminals and not actual computers. Warning, unauthorized use of this terminal is prohibited. For refer to operating protocol OPSEC 1107, 10, 12A before proceeding. Spacebar to continue. Don't have a initialize reactor. View fault logs. Run system text. That's a lot of faults. Minor fault. System running below optimal threshold. High drain rate reported from Section 1A, Ward 16. Okay. Admin note. Prototype 0A246 phase test in progress. High drain rate. Okay. Below optimal. Well, we're fine with it not running optimally. We just want to make sure it runs. Minor fault. System temperature levels 3.32 higher than nominal. Cooling protocol initiated. Capacitors A012 and A015 operating above temperature threshold. Coil feedback detected. So it's only running 4 degrees. Okay, well that's bad, but not too bad. Oh, a major fault. Coolant flow malfunction detected in outflow valve F3 and F4. Emergency power down sequence initiated by administrator. Time to reboot approximately 32 minutes 44 seconds. Erratic seismic activity compromised lower coolant array. So that's worrying. Minor fault, fluctuation in core storage banks, cause unknown, performance compromised. Output down 15.722%. Well, that's a lot to have less power coming up. Critical. Comprehensive system failure. Condensation detected inside component framework. Shifting to emergency standby protocol. Repeat of errant seismic activity has once again compromised key reactor components. What's going on down there in defense research? Yeah, we need to go check out defense research. Critical. Multiple systems irreparably damaged. Cause unknown. Requisite operational functions offline. Powering down central core. Emergency power systems activated. Okay. Let's run a systems test. Testing. Coolant pumps. Failed. Moderator. Failed. Pressure system. Failed. Control rods. Failed. Steam generator. Failed. Reactor core. Failed. Offline. Well, I guess let's start up. Initializing reactor. Getting ready for guests. Oh, there were some guests. And some jumping down. So they're coming out of those tubes. Focus. There must be another tube that they're coming out of. There we go.
Still with me? Hang in there.
Come on down the stairs. Oh! Oh, we have to survive a certain amount of time. Oh, that was lucky. 4 seconds.
That's it. The reactor's back on.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, I'm out of bullets. Whoa, it's over.
There. That should do it. You fought good. Real good. Ford made the right choice sending you down here. You best go check in with Ford. Come visit my shop sometime, yeah? I'll make sure to give you the good in a fight discount.
Nice. Oh, long range ammo. Oh. What is that glowing? Luminite crystal. Scrap. So yellow is scrap. Red is long gun ammo. We need to plug those vents. Current user set to admin, terminal 1. Doesn't look like there's anything we can do with that now. Cool. Oh. Okay, kind of got a little hum there. Ooh, could have missed that. Got us some more scrap. More iron. Ooh, lots more stuff over here. And did we leave anything in here? Okay, so if we're moving, so if we're running forward, it will stab. But if we're just moving forward, that was my phone. Okay, I think that's everything. Well, that first fight went pretty well. Oh, still stuff over here. Okay, we're nowhere close to our max. Okay. So we think we need key cards or some sort to go to the other levels.
Sure, it's good to have some light around here.
Oh, he's got a fake leg.
You're risking a lot for folks you don't know, stranger.
I just need to be moving on.
You're trying to get yourself to that little island, yeah? Word moves fast when there ain't many words left around here. Listen, friend, I know you don't know me from a can of paint, but
I'm pretty sure he's not a can of paint.
You got a feeling of destiny about you. You're gonna save the world, ain't you?
I just need to get out of here.
Don't worry. Destiny will find you. Eventually. Here. I want you to have this. Not many people can
Dragon
keep
heart.
spirits out there in the world. An old friend told me this little bauble could keep you for death at bay. At least for a while. And if you're looking to buy other treasures for your travels, come see me. Ace has got her own space over there. Between us, we got all sorts of treasures. But that stone there, free of charge. Take good care of it. Oh, one more thing. Ellen, Commander Ford, she knows more about that island than she lets on.
Interesting.
Ask her about the founder of Ward 13. She'll get you on your path.
Okay.
Good to see a new face around here.
Dragon heart. The Dragon Heart can be used to replenish lost health. There are a limited number of uses before its power is depleted. Dragon Heart charges are replenished after resting at a checkpoint or dying. Press L1 to use Dragon Heart. Okay, we're about half life. Let's see what... Okay, so that's a pretty fast heal. But we only get 3 of them.
Hell of a time to visit the ward, friend. Why don't you go talk to Ellen? Sure, she'll want to thank you herself.
You never know. Les may turn up.
Okay, Les was the person she went down to find. Okay, we now have the lights on. Okay. Computer's on. System lock enabled. Okay. So that must need another key for the system. So that's 2 keys, maybe 3 keys we need. That's cool. Always liked lock stuff. That just gives us something else to unlock. So has anything changed down here now the lights are on?
I heard those roots screaming from here. Hope you didn't leave any stragglers.
Not that I saw.
You restored the power, didn't you? I had a good feeling about you.
Half expected my stuff to be gone when the power came back on. Thank you for restoring our power, stranger. You've helped more than you know.
This storm, it's a bad omen. Sign of things to come.
Okay. So we can break it. It just didn't have anything. Okay.
So glad we're not in the dark anymore.
It's nice not being in the dark anymore.
Heard that before.
Hey, Ford wants to see you. I sure wouldn't keep her waiting.
Automatic door. Still not automatic. Okay. Still don't see a way up there unless it's in here. Like if you could open that. It's the only thing that makes sense. Okay, Ford was upstairs. Let's make a quick run past Riggs and Miss Sunshine.
Hey, friend. Thanks for getting the power back on. Ford mentioned we should help you get sorted for the city, as a thanks for getting us out of a bind. Maybe we can put your old blade to good use after all. Let me look.
Iron 6, scrap 150. Ooh, upgrading guns and armor. Res can upgrade your guns and armor with materials found in the world or by defeating enemies. Upgrade your guns and armor is essential to keeping up with increasingly difficult enemies in the game. Okay. So a hunting rifle +1, repeater pistol +1, scrap. Oh, okay. So I think it means we have a hunting rifle. And we could make it +1. The +1 would have an additional 5.5 damage, 1.8 rounds per second. We don't know how many that's normal. Ideal range is 25 meters. Ideal range is 18 meters. This just ups damage, rounds per second. So it looks like just the rounds per second go up. because that's what the green numbers mean. So that's probably 6.5 is probably what they normally do. 1.8 rounds per second. 6.8. That's a lot of bullets per second. Armor. We can up our adventurer's leggings. Doesn't look like it makes them better. Okay, that doesn't do anything. And upgrade hunting rifle. Okay, so that takes 4 out of our 11 iron. So we can do 2 of these, but not the third.
No worries. Take your time.
Okay. We'll definitely do that before we go off on a mission. Oh.
What?
Oh.
Ford's gonna give my time to every stray who wanders in, and we're having words.
Those welding goggles?
I'm the engineer, and you're a pain in my ass.
Yeah.
I'm not some scrap peddler, got it? I don't upgrade trash. Alright then. Let's see what we're dealing with here. From the look of that rifle, you're not getting close to the action. This'll keep those weeds in your sights. That's all you get for now. Get me more components and I'll make more. For a fee. Now get out of here. I'm tired of your yeah.
Weapon mods. Okay, Hunter's Mark. Weapon mods are used to augment the power of your ranged weapons. When equipped, a weapon generates mod power by inflicting damage on enemy targets. When the power meter is full, press R1 to activate the weapon mod. Some weapon mods activate immediately, others activate an alternate fire mode for your weapon, allowing you to shoot powerful projectiles with devastating effects. Weapon mods can be equipped by going into the inventory screen, selecting a ranged weapon, and pressing square. Let's... Marks all enemies within 40 meters for the caster and their allies. Critical hit chance against marked enemies is increased by 15%, lasts 60 seconds. So we should just be popping that every time we get it, I think. Ooh, Limonite Crystal. Very rare. Resource used to craft boss weapons and weapon mods. It can also be used to reinforce boss weapons and the Dragon Heart. So... Dragon Heart... We were given a Dragon Heart that was... But that was 2 words. Dragon Hearts, and this is the Dragon Heart. Before the root came, we found veins of this stuff all around the red crystals. Commander Neville had us dig it up along with everything else. Figure out how to use it. Okay. Oh, Shadow Walker. So we're 3 Vigor, 3 Endurance. So we leveled up. Since the intro. Shadow Walker. Enemy awareness, -6%. Reduces enemy awareness. They can't kill you if they don't know you're there. Well, maybe the big ones can, but only if you're stupid. Cool. Trait rank 10 out of... Trait rank 10. Because 3 plus 3 plus 4 is 10. 0 trait points of variable. 204 out of 750. I don't know what that means. Let's go ahead and turn camera bulb off. Okay.
Got nothing for you.
Okay. Lit up.
Hey, friend. No
Let's
worries. Take
let's
your
wait to
time.
upgrade. I want to make sure we can buy anything new. Because we talked to two people that said that they were. So these people said that they were basically shops, but they didn't. That's the wrong button. They didn't actually have anything to sell us, or they wouldn't sell us yet. And I imagine they just told us to go talk to Ford. So let's talk to Ford, and then I bet those become vendors. Anything cool in here? Ah, now the journal is lit up a little bit better. What is that above it? Okay. Okay. Another computer over here. Not on. Okay, what is
Get yourself
Ford?
better protection from Riggs and McCabe. Then we'll talk. Go get yourself better protection from Riggs and McCabe. Then we'll talk.
Okay, so I wasn't paying attention to our mission. So it looks like talking to Riggs jump started us. So they want us to upgrade. We're going to start by upgrading our long range rifle, because I think that's going to be our main weapon. That's what I intend to be the main weapon. I don't know whether it is. It will be, but okay, this is the way we came up. Okay.
Hey, friend.
Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade our hunting rifle. Hard choices. Okay. So now it takes 7 to go up one more. Oh, it takes 6 to go up one more.
All right. Hey, now that's better. Oh, and take this. It's not the strongest stuff, but more protection than what you've got. Ah, there you go. A bit sturdier. Every little bit counts out there.
There's our hunter equipment.
It's true. We don't have much, but you did right by us. Best we do right by you. If you need any weapon upgrades in the future, come see me. I bet Ford will see you fit to leave now. Here's hoping there's not an army of Deadwood waiting for you out there.
Yeah. Okay, return to Commander Ford. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stuff we have now. Okay, so we have Hunter Shot, Hunter Trenchcoat, Hunter Pants. Oh, sorry. So we have a repeater pistol, an accurate semi-automatic firearm that shoots small caliber bullets with a high fire rate and medium magazine capacity. Root don't come in ones, bullets shouldn't either. We have a hunting rifle, +1. An accurate long-range lever-action rifle, effective at close to mid-range, and reloads 1 round at a time. In the last days of the old war, when the armies were gone, but we thought we still had a chance, hunters would set out in 3s and 4s, rifles in tow, to take Deadwood nests by surprise. Some of them even came back. Scrap sword, a long, sharp blade hammered out of vehicle vehicle leaf springs. It is quick and versatile, suited for almost any situation. It excels at controlling areas with its wide arcing swings and fast recovery. Excellent against hordes of smaller enemies and perfect for dealing damage in a pinch. Rust used to be a nuisance. Now it's a strategic bonus. A cut with rust in it is much harder to treat. Even for a plant? Okay, Hunter Shroud. Okay. Armor 4, weight 4. Sharpshooter increases weak spot damage on targets greater than 15 meters away. Okay. Legend says hunters could see in the dark, hear a rabbit sneeze, and shoot a fly off a bird's back. Maybe that's true, but it didn't keep them from dying off. Hunter trench coat. Okay, armor 9. The hunters are long gone, but their legacy remains. Humanity owes a debt to those what push back against the root. And hunter pants. Hunter boots help you walk soft and stand strong when you need to. They ain't magic though. The old hunters got killed like everyone else. Okay, let's see.
You're all set, friend. The commander should help you get on your way now.
Okay, so he won't talk to us anymore. Let's go talk to the commander. So the devs on one of the streams I watched said there isn't a penalty for dying. You just basically respawn. Okay.
Good to see you more equipped. Riggs and McCabe do good work. I hope this will be enough to get you on your way. And I see Reggie gave you the dragon heart. He wouldn't part with an artifact that powerful without a good reason. Then, I imagine he said I could help you. Very well. Reggie may play the old fool, but his judgment is rarely off the mark. We can't leave by the gates now, but the founder, my grandfather, gave me this key years ago. He said we should only use it when there's no other choice.
I wonder if that's Andrew.
We are out of choices. Considering you stuck your neck out for us, it seems fitting you do the honors. Take it. There's a terminal downstairs in the main room. Use
That
the key
lucky.
there. With any luck, we can get the thing running. Oh. Don't thank me just yet. You should be able to use that key on the terminal downstairs. Never tested it myself.
Okay. Datla key. This key can power the crystal terminal in Ward 13. They say the rusted places are full of secrets, but are there any secrets left that can save us? Okay, then that should unlock the computer. No unauthorized access. We're authorized. Initialize Datla. Log system diagnostic. Log. December 15th, 1968. The wards on the atoll have been overrun. We used the crystal to escape, but I'm not sure those things can't use it too. I'm shutting it down just to be safe. I destroyed the connection between us and the atoll. Don't think I could sleep otherwise. I know other ways to travel between wards, but, well, I'm the only one alive who has those codes. We should be safe for now. Caution. Attention residents of Ward 13, do not use the crystal unless absolutely necessary. The crystal attracts the root somehow. It is vital that Ward 13 remain hidden from their attention. Unless the root are pounding down the door or something, use a different way out. If the roots are pounding the door down, try to find me in my offices immediately. Okay. System diagnostic. Testing uplink. Success. Testing memory. Success. Okay, let's turn on the Datla. Oh, there we go. There's our crystal.
Really simple, isn't it? I'd read about it, but I never saw it working. This red eye might be our only door to the outside world now. You want to get out of here? This is your shot. My grandfather was the commander before me. They called him the founder of Ward 13. He brought everyone to Ward 13 when the Root first attacked. He was determined to learn where the Root came from. He spent so much time out there, searching. And one day, he didn't come back. I never knew what happened to him. He knew the outside world better than anyone here. It's easier to think he's dead. There's a room just outside the ward. All his notes, any hint of where he went, it's there. If you want to reach the atoll, he may be the last one who knew how to get there. Listen, I know this has all been a bit rough for you. Been rough for everyone. But you came through for us. For that, I'm grateful. You're welcome back anytime.
Cool.
Good luck.
So I think this is our base of operation, at least for now. Iron, the oldest metal in the world, at least that the world that's left. So I assume we use the crystal to like teleport. Fade to white. Oldest metal in the world, or at least the world that's left. So it wants to tell us all about iron right now. Do we take the key? Do we... Okay. Wow, what is that crunching sound? Well, let's go out and see what happens. I think this is the world setting. Campaign now active. From the ashes, a storm approaches. The root grows stronger. Find a way to the atoll and destroy their source before humanity's last remnant is wiped out forever. So reroll campaign. So this game, I believe, randomizes all of the or at least a bunch of the bosses and dungeons and what the bosses drop and stuff like that, I think. And we can reroll to get a different seed. I don't know what this one's like, so we'll use it. Ooh, the Founder's Hideout. Yeah, let's go ahead and travel to the Founder's Hideout. So I think there's a little bit of roguelike I think you generate a world, and then you go through and you beat it, and then if you generate a new world, then that's how you find some of the stuff you would miss on the first pass. So things could be either harder or easier based on the world. I think if we get stuck, we might be able to re-roll the world and kind of start back over, but keep our stuff. I think. I don't know. I honestly don't know. We'll have to try it out. But I'm probably going to treat this a little bit Souls-ish, whereas Souls games aren't really about just running straight forward from one point to another. At least not for me. They're more about pushing forward and exploring, and then kind of falling back and upgrading your stuff, and then pushing forward and then falling back and learning how things go. If there's no penalty for death and we don't lose our scrap, then there's not really a penalty for pushing too hard. But we want to keep an eye on things we can upgrade and make sure we continue to upgrade stuff. Okay, so there's... Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so we have a jacket here. Some stuff on the bench. Yeah, let's check it out. Oilskin tonic. And Ward 13 key card. Okay, new item. Okay, liquid escape. I don't remember picking that up. Oh, some of this might have been... so I think the survivor bag was a free DLC that you could just download. So I added that, and so now it's dropped that into our bags. Liquid escape. When consumed, the hero will return to the last active checkpoint. None of this is real. It ain't real, I tell you. This is just a simulation running for someone else's pastime. Not me, though. Ha ha ha, not me. I got me a way out. Oilskin tonic removes infected effect and increases root resistance by 30%, lasts 10 minutes. Healers cooked up this stuff during the old war. Might be the only thing what kept the human race from keeling over. And then this has a bag full of items to help us hero survive, including 3 elixirs of enlightenment, 1 ammo box, 2 oilskin tonics, 3 bandages, 3 bloodwort, 25 iron, and 50 scrap. Okay, so I think if we use that, well, we'll see. Okay, key card. Ward 13 key card. Ford left this in his hideout on the surface. He must not have trusted anyone in the ward with it. When Ford founded the ward, he buried secrets in its walls. Maybe he never meant them to see the light, but buried things have a funny habit of coming back. So as soon as we get a chance, we're going to go back and use that, because we saw a glowing blue book on the other side, and I'm really eager to see what happens there. Oh, look at that. Secrets in the walls. Okay, well, let's come back out here. Oh, look at that. Looks like iron up there. So, okay, there's lots of stuff. Okay. Lots of things to look at. Let's look over here. What is the labyrinth? And we have a dead root thing. So those normally glow red. Okay, what is the labyrinth? Labyrinth. Massive tower. Appears at certain locations. Entrance to other dimension. The old church. A church, kind of a... it's like a Nosferatu looking guy, or a... it looks like the... three-eyed raven. All wrapped up in roots. Labyrinth, map level 1. So there's a green door, orange teleporter, red teleporter, purple teleporter. So red teleporter is left, orange teleporter is to the right, orange purple to the left, purple teleporter is to the left. Map level 2. So you go to orange, gets you to that big area there. Red gets you to a narrow area there. It doesn't say where purple goes to. So drawing where the tower is. Labyrinth, massive tower. That seems to be a different tower than the one we're looking at. And that says, oh, purple teleporter to wasteland to forest. We can't see that when we zoom in. So purple, so in the labyrinth, purple takes you to the forest or to the wasteland. Orange and red take you to other floors. Okay. You got something written here. Can't read it from here. Pa. I'm dying, no two ways about it. Always thought the root would get me or I'd live forever like you. But we can't all be heroes. You're the only person in the world who thinks he can stop the root. You know that? The rest of us are just trying to live our lives best we can. Me and Ellen have had to do it without you. I ain't gonna tell you to stop, not again. Just don't think you're sacrificing for us. We've sacrificed enough. Always your daughter, Nadine. Okay. So that is Nadine is probably Ellen's mother, the current Ford's mother, and the daughter of Andrew, and yeah. Ooh, okay. Ellen, I want you to know that I love you and that I'm sorry. Sorry for so many things. Words won't fix this. I know that. It's time for me to go. Took me a while from saying to doing, but here I am. I'm leaving to speak with the root mother in the old church past the subway tunnels. She'll show me the path away from this world, and then I'll be gone. Goodbye. Interesting. Stuff down there. Can we break this? We can. Seems like he's just hiding stuff. Okay. This is the way we came in. Oh, what is this? Scrap. Let's go through into our hidden area. Okay. Ooh, another journal. Oh, look at that. Something shiny. Shiny and purple. Purple normally means really good. So we found some iron. ×1. Drifter's overcoat. Drifter trousers. Cool. Oh, didn't expect to break that. Okay. Let's read the journal. Damn it, it's not my Ellen, it's not my fault your mother's gone. Even if I'd stuck around, Nadine would still be dead. We know a hell of a lot less about the root. I'm doing this for her, for all of them. God, she's so much like her mother. Nadine was a grown woman when I started my search to end the root. She never understood how important it was. She clung to this childish idea that the ward needed a father. What they needed is freedom, a better world than the one Harsgard and Neville and the rest of us left them with. Ellen doesn't know how good we had it before. She wasn't there. None of them were. I'm the only one left, thanks to this goddamn curse. Evelyn understood that, though. She wanted the root destroyed so much that... But Ellen's gone now. She's gone. So Evelyn is probably the writer of the original journal. I tried to talk to Ellen again, told her I'd stay this time, make things right. She said don't bother. Damn it, what does she want from me? I'm trying to be here for her, to see things her way. She doesn't want me to chase after the root? Fine, but at least talk to me. There's no room in the ward for me, she says, so I've been sleeping here in my office. I bet Ellen hopes I'll head out on another expedition. God knows I'm tempted to. But no, my daughter's gone. My granddaughter needs me now. There will be time enough to find answers later. Ellen handed me a letter from her mother today. She almost didn't, but she said that would have made her worse than me. The letter? I don't know. I didn't know, didn't think. The root had to be stopped, but that's what Evelyn said too, isn't it? When she left me, left us. They have to be stopped. Nothing else matters. Except it did matter. I lost the woman I loved. And they didn't stop. Now I'm the monster. Damn it, Evelyn, you were wrong. You're wrong. I knew it then. I said so. But how am I any different now? I could still do it. Everything's here. I can find a way to stop the root. What's the point? What's the point of fighting when the people you care about want nothing to do with you? What's the point of anything? What? Worthless. Should burn it. Walk into the dark. Never return. Burn it all. What have I done? It's over. Half a century of notes and data. Gone. God, what have I done? He burned all of the information. It's been months since my last entry, I think. I think I did the right thing, destroying my work. Didn't make a difference to Ellen, but it was tempting me to go back, to hunt for a solution that doesn't exist. Now that it's gone, I'm free. I don't blame Ellen for not speaking to me. I'm a stranger to her, to the ward. I can serve them better by leaving. I make a better legend than a leader. I'll give the key and heart to Ellen. I don't need them anymore, but someone else might, someday. The ward's in their hands now. It always was, I guess. Question is, where do I go from here? I can't stay in this world. I've decided that much. I don't think it'd help Ellen any if people could find me. Anyway, Earth is rancid with root, but without the crystal? The root mother. They say she's still in that shell of an old church. She knows everything the root does. Hell, she could probably even give me a lead on the route if I just... No, that chase is over. But she could help me reach another world, someplace where I can figure out what's next. If anyone can give me an alternate route, it's her. It's time I spoke to her again anyway. I've avoided her for too long. I wonder if the root mother is Evelyn. Okay. So this was a good secret. Okay, so we have the Hunter Trench Coat, which gives weak spot damage at a distance. The Drifter's Overcoat. So better armor, weighs more. Less bludgeon. It's worse for bludgeoning. Better for fire resistance. Better for rot. Neutral for radiation. Worse for... Problem with leaving your kin is even if you find what you're looking for, there ain't no one left to share it with. Stamina usage is reduced. Okay. Drifter trousers. Some folks get the itch, they put on their boots and just start walking. Most of them don't come back. Well, let's come up here and see if we can... What do they look like? You know what? I think I want the other bonuses more. And that doesn't, I mean, look all that great. I think if we had started off as the as one of the others, like the melee guy. This might look better on us. Okay. Oh, they still bleed. Okay. So lots of cool stuff. So we need to keep our eye out on things we can break and go through. Oh, our rifle looks different. Okay, we give a bonus if we hit their weak spot. We did not. Ooh. And I've been told that things react to sound. Or at least that's what the publisher, it wasn't a developer. Okay, that's metal. He also said that these areas will spawn creatures differently each time you come out here. So you can't even really get a... Wow, it's too slow on that. Oh, he dodged. Boom. Yeah, so that didn't do very much damage because I hit him in the hand. Okay. Got some scrap. Need more. Okay, muddy.
How's that, you bastard?
I was wondering who was yelling at us, but it's us. Oh, nice. So it looks like anything we can break can give us scrap. What is that? Bus? Up in the trees? World Star? Trees going out of the towers. Old telephone. And creaking. More scrap. We only have 26 bullets though. Okay. Hear a radio? Oh, is that a helicopter? Like a twin blade. Or twin rotor. checkpoint just over there. Looks like that's the way in. Okay, we'll just have to go around. So there's the inevitable Fallout comparisons. Though that was kind of a more 50s-ish rather than 60s, but still. Okay. Well, we'll have to go around. Okay, there's some more. Here's some people probably around the corner. We're on 5th Avenue. Somebody's breaking stuff off to our right. Oh, is that something new? Missed them both. Oh, I think that sound means... Ooh, and I'm bleeding. Got one. Still bleeding. Wow, that sucks. That's could almost kill us. That might actually kill us. Something glowing over there. And we got a box there. Let's go get this glowy. Yeah, this is gonna kill us.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah, we need bandages in order to... So this is going to be our first death, not counting the tutorial. What's in here? We are about to die.
Bleeding still won't stop.
And let's try to go pick up whatever he dropped. Okay. Well, I thought... Oh, I don't know what that said. From the ashes. Okay. That went ahead and spit us back out. Is that in our... Okay, in the founder's room. Let's see. No traits. But lots of iron, so lots of things we can upgrade. Okay, because we have upgrade. Let's go back. Is there a way to get there? Okay, we have to just go back to the crystal, I guess. Okay. But we fought a couple of elites. We know that bleeding is no joke. Bleeding will probably kill us. Resting at checkpoints replenishes ammo and dragon hearts at the cost of respawning all basic enemies in the world. In multiplayer, resting also respawns any fallen allies. All players must be using a checkpoint in order to rest. Okay, and we can go ahead and travel. Let's go ahead and return to Ward 13. And that is marked as the core. X to vault over obstacles. Okay. So let's start by going down and checking out that book first. See if we can get through that door. And then we'll go and hit up our vendors. We should have 4 vendors we can talk to now. From the ashes, found the subway entrance. That's okay. Let's talk here just real quick, just to see. Oh, hey, look at this. Oh, nothing.
Hey there, friend. We weren't properly introduced before. Name's Reginald Malone, but you can just call me Reggie. If you're looking for a fix to what ails you, I'm your guy. Or if you just want to swap stories, I'm good for that too. I bet you got your share.
Mostly running and looting.
Don't sell it short, friend. Best stories are in the details. Man, it's good to see a new face again. Folks around here getting grim these days.
Well, these are grim times.
Keeping yourself together day to day with the monsters all around us. Yeah, give a kind word where you can, and the world ain't all bleak. But hey, you found us a way out, didn't you? You're the hero of the war today, friend. Keep spreading the hope. Only the best.
Merchants can buy and sell items for scrap. Most merchants sell consumables, which are useful for curing status effects or stocking up on ammo. Adrenaline increases movement speed by 10%, and melee attack speed by 15%, lasts 30 seconds. Okay, that's not the kind of item I tend to use. 200. Replenish all ammo, that's useful. Bandages, stops bleeding, we obviously need that. Bloodwort, that's a regen effect, obviously we're gonna need that. Frenzy Dust, boost fire rate and reload speed by 15% for all heroes that step into the dust cloud, lasts 30 seconds. Okay. Hydrocoolant, extinguishes burning effect and increases fire resistance for 30 seconds, lasts 10 minutes. Okay, that's useful. Oil skin. Removes infected. Okay. And then we can sell items. Okay. So we'll definitely pick up some bandages before we go out. Before we go too much farther. So it looks like these things respawn. But nothing's come out of them yet. Oh, so it looks like stuff can come out of there. So re-breaking them looks like a good idea.
We did some good down at the reactor. Spirits are way up. Told them I couldn't have done it alone. And that's true. I'm only sorry we didn't find less. Guess my lucky coin couldn't keep him safe. They're both gone now. Gotta move on.
So we need to keep an eye out for a
you
coin.
find good scrounge out in the world? Bring it by, yeah? I'll deal you fair.
Okay, so we can buy iron from her. 10 scrap each. Seems fair.
Take care then.
So I wonder, are we going to need to come and break all these every single time? Right now, it seems like that's our best. Seems like we're getting a non-trivial amount. At some point in time, it may be just not worth it. Hey, Reggie. Okay. Reactor Ward 13 is down 1. I don't remember seeing anything on the reactor level that we would want to come back for. So there we have a giant glowing blue book. Ha, it works. Oh, and a computer. Tome of Knowledge. +1 trait point. Cool. Hit any key to continue. Ward 13 command and control access terminal. Let's look at email. Security protocol update from Commander Nathan Haskell. Due to recent events, we will be amending our security protocol to require an additional photo ID check upon entry to Ward 13. Entry will still require the use of personal security cards. However, an additional ID check will be performed upon entry to the ward. All security officers have been notified of the change. A new protocol will take effect immediately. I'm hearing things. Oops. And let's look at system diagnostics. Testing uplink, success, memory, success. Okay. Interesting. Something running back here. Ooh, a projector and something glowing green. Belinda Marshall DS. Okay, log. Casa. Eureka, it's taken us a month, but we finally reconnected a dreamer to Gabriel's world. Subject 24191 is online. The new bonded entity is vastly different from the previous one. Visual recordings are dim, but audio is greatly enhanced. So much so that our equipment cannot accurately record all of it. The new Guardian is belligerent towards the inhabitants, malicious even. I suspect it shares memories with the previous Guardian. Consciously or not, it knows what the Fuzzies did and treats them accordingly. Fascinating. So they're hooking... Let's read that again. Sorry. They hooked a dreamer up to Gabriel's world. Physical expedition. Sounds like the high-ups are planning an honest-to-God physical expedition into one of the worlds. Commander Neville has requested all operations managers to submit our recommendations. Given the things we've seen since bringing Casa online, the Guardian, the root creatures, the massacres, I think it's obvious what our stance has to be. January 20th, 1968. So this is before things kind of went bad. Casa's equipment is going bonkers. It keeps resetting itself to a specific set of parameters. Not just the dreaming harness, but the recording equipment and diagnostics and even life support. The effect seems to be coming from Casa herself, but none of us understand how that's possible. Per procedure, we've tried to sedate and reboot Casa. Reboot Casa? So, you can reboot a dreamer, but that has proven impossible. I guess you can't reboot a dreamer. The system ignores our commands for sedation. Reg tried physically administering the drugs, of course, but the system automatically applied a reversal agent. I'm concerned if we try to overpower the system, we will end up killing the dreamer. On the other hand, that may be our only way if this feedback loop doesn't resolve itself. We'll continue our observations for now, but after what happened with Gabriel and Clementine, I'm worried. They're everywhere. The root creatures from Cass's world. We were unprepared. How could we be? They attacked so quickly. Reg is dead. So many are dead. We lost contact with wards 16 and 17, maybe others. Those of us still alive have locked ourselves in Cass's room for now, but it won't be long before we're discovered. What the hell is happening? So it sounds like they connected dreamers, whatever they are, probably psychics of some sort, to another world, and then these root creatures came out of that. The dreamers. They're after the dreamers. They've killed all but Casa already. It's just a matter of time, except they aren't pounding on our door. They must know we're in here. If they're after dreamers, why would they leave us alone? Unless... Oh god, Casa, she's the gate. That's what I have to do then. We don't have any other choice. If we leave this room, they'll slaughter us. And if I'm wrong, well, one more dead dreamer won't matter much. If we're all dead. Abandoned. It's done. The system fought us at every turn, and then the root creatures began pounding at the door as they knew what we were trying to do. But it's over. She's dead, and the roots are still out there. We're preparing to make one final run for it. I don't know how far we'll get, but we'll die if we stay here. Harsgard's dreamer was in a feedback loop too. We have to tell them. If I was right about her being the gate. Okay. Okay, email. Draft. Dearest Reg, I know you're dying to learn what the government's been doing since I moved into Ward 13. There's so much to tell. I don't know where to start. The red crystals weren't anything we thought, Reg. They're not power sources at all. They're conduits through space itself. I know. I wouldn't have believed it either. Wait until you see what they're doing. They've conducted test subjects, dreamers they call them, to some kind of guardian entities in other worlds. I don't mean other planets. I mean parallel worlds, side by side with Earth, but completely inaccessible apart from the crystals. Ford and Harsgard, you remember Captain Ford? Dear, he was the recruitment official who visited us at the university. Have a few dreamers on an atoll offshore, and the preliminary reports sound like fairy tales, fauns, goblins, even magic. Of course, it can't be actual magic, but it certainly feels like it based on our current understanding of physics. It's hard to explain without being able to show you, Reg. But they won't let that happen until your transfer goes through. I don't even know if they'll allow this letter out, to be honest. It's fine. I'll show you everything in person when you arrive. Our ward already has 2 dreamers connected. I'm supervising activation of a 3rd in a few days. Gabriel, they call him. Though I get the feeling it's not his real name. I can't wait to see what he sees, to start investigating one of these worlds for myself. We're on the verge of something amazing, Reg. There's so much more to the universe than anyone thought, even Einstein. What wonders might be out there, just lying in wait for our discovery? See you soon, Belinda. Okay, that's email. Let's look at reports. Preliminary observations and findings. 24191. I think that was Casa, right? Commander Neville has asked for recommendations on which world should be chosen for our first physical expedition. Subject 24191 is the second dreamer bonded to the so-called Fuzzies world, but the world has changed drastically since the loss of the previous dreamer. With a new guardian entity, a new invading species, widespread alterations to the world and inhabitants, it's fair to say that it is no longer the Fuzzies world and is highly dangerous. It is my recommendation that we do not send a physical expedition to this world at this time. Keywords: Gabriel, Casa, Dreamer, Fuzzies, Root, Creature. Background: last year, Subject 2419, known as Gabriel, died in the Dreamer's chair when his guardian entity was killed by the inhabitants of the world, informally known as Fuzzies. The Fuzzies were intelligent and warlike, yet they were caring towards each other. We still don't know why they turned on their guardian. In February of this year, we were finally successful in connecting a second Dreamer, 24191, here referred to as Casa, bonded to what appears to be a new guardian in the same world. We have been feverishly gathering data ever since. Preliminary findings: Casa's world is almost completely unrecognizable from before. Gabriel observed what appeared to be a massive living organism populated by small, fur-covered creatures called Fuzzies. Casa, however, sees a world covered in root-like growths with little of the original landscape visible underneath it. Fuzzies are rarely seen at all, at least not alive. The world is now populated by a new, violent species of creature. It is unclear where this species came from. We saw no evidence of them in Gabriel's recordings, but they have eliminated a large percentage of the former population in a very short time. The new species appears to be plant-based, bearing resemblance to motile trees or roots. These creatures are violent and destructive, actively hunting the Fuzzies, slaying them, then leaving the bodies behind while they hunt more. We believe they may still be Fuzzies alive and in hiding, but given the ferocity of the root species, it is unlikely they will remain so very long. Conclusion and recommendation: I believe the Fuzzies will not survive without some kind of intervention. However, I cannot recommend that human scouting party visit Cass's world at this time. It is likely the root species will treat us the same as the Fuzzies, and given the speed and ferocity with which they fight, a lone scouting party will not stand a chance even with modern weapons. For now, I believe it is best that we continue our observations to learn what we can about this new species before engaging them. Okay. And system diagnostics. Okay. So they were hooking people up to other worlds, and then they brought back things with them. Okay. Dr. Santiago. Ooh, there's like a recording there. Okay, some stuff in there. Okay. We already did Linda. Let's check out Santiago's room. Oh, there's something over here. Bandages. Nice. And we have a recording. Elder knowledge. Okay, that's a recording of another world, I guess. When a character levels up, they receive a single trait point with which can be used to boost the level of any available trait. Traits are hidden throughout the game and tied to unlocking secrets or completing certain quests. Okay, so we have Vigor, Endurance, Shadow Walker, and Elder Knowledge. Oh, ups our experience. Okay, increases earned experience when killing enemies. Don't mock the old kid. They know one important thing you don't. How not to die. Cool. Okay, so it's glowing a little green. Oh, something glowing red. Oh, the fuse. Awesome. So, those bandages obviously aren't bandages. Can't do anything without medication. Okay. Well, let's check out in here. Oh, okay. So this is somebody hooked up to... Well, somebody in the chair. Is this the machine? Okay, we'll go and take the whisk and tonic. They are hooked up to the IV. There's still blood in the IV. Let's come and check out what this is over here. Bloodwort, that's useful. And let's see, can we do anything here? But we can't actually play. Oh, okay. That's too bad. So is this where they were doing the recording? Okay. Ooh. Oh, okay, we can just jump through windows. Pick up another bandage. Okay, these people are clothed. Oh, ammo box, that's useful. Okay. And bars on this one, so we can't jump through that. But the door's open. I'm expecting to have something, a root jump out at us or something at any point in time. Okay. No signal. Ward, light show error. Okay. So these are our logs. No signal. Subject 2409, that's Gabriel, is online. Vitals are stable. We're receiving no visual information, and the audio consists only of a low, persistent rumble interspersed with seeming random series of clicks. Attempts to find a pattern in the clicks have so far been fruitless. I'm convinced they're nothing more than signal noise. Perhaps errors in the recording equipment amplified by the dreamer's subconscious. Or perhaps there's no signal at all. We've never tested what happens when a dreamer connects with nothing. Most likely, Dr. Harsgaard read the runes wrong, awaiting confirmation. So, runes. Ward 16 reply. Harsgaard claims he's not wrong and suggests we continue monitoring. We'll do so, if only as CYA. Looks like we're stuck here for a while. I keep hearing things. So, water dripping, but also like things moving around. Note from Private Waters. Dr. Itsaso, I heard a change in the audio last night for about 20 minutes starting at 2:11 and heard some kind of singing. That's the only way I can think to describe it. This was on top of the regular rumble and clicks. I left the tape in your office for your review, so that's what we listened to. Also be advised that I may have seen an anomaly on video as well. A brief, very faint pulse of light during the time of the audio anomaly. It may just have been an artifact on the screen, though, or even my imagination. It was very late after all. Interesting. Okay, light show. Hell, I owe Harsgard $10 for about 2 hours on April 6th, 1966. So they've been going about this for several years before things went bad. So they were doing this in 66, and then 68 is when things went bad with Casa. Subject 2409's visual lit up like the goddamn 4th of July. Dozens of lights pulsed on and off with no pattern we have yet discerned. Colors varied, but remained mostly between blue and yellow wavelengths. After approximately 145 minutes, the pulsing began to decrease in frequency, and by T160, so that's 160 minutes after the time, they had ceased entirely. They lasted for 145 minutes, and then took another 15 minutes to go away entirely. Audio was unchanged during this time. Finally, we have proof this streamer is connected to something. Harsgard is never going to let this drop. Okay. Error. File corrupted. That's probably what they're all going to say. I swear I'm hearing footsteps and people. Okay. That's not a skeleton. That's not a skeleton. That's a body. What the? This must be where they came through. Okay, well, I'm turning my back on. I bet this is where Casa was. And it's like a Terminator teleportation. Okay. They're just messing with me, the sound. AC. In this room, please keep the air conditioning on at all times. The Dreamer's entity lives in a frozen world in some places, colder than any recorded measurement on Earth, and seems to reflect aspects of that bond. In particular, she shows physical signs of discomfort at any temperature above 55 degrees. Those working in this area are encouraged to wear layers. File corrupted. Minor abnormality. The Guardian came across a clutch of orphaned Polas. Apparently, they had been lost in a blizzard, but the effect on Clementine was unexpected. Her noradrenaline levels dropped, and her body showed signs of lacrimation. Most of the team believes the Guardian, the Dreamer, or both were saddened at the discovery, but we have no record of Guardians ever having or eliciting emotions. If only we could record emotional states somehow. It's unfortunate that we can't speak to the Dreamers without waking them, and that we can't wake them without risking loss of the bond. So these, sorry, I wanted to see, so Clementine was connected to the Polas. Okay, new procedure. FYI, per Commander Neville's orders, we have sedated Clementine until her noradrenaline levels return back to normal. I guess this is now standard operating procedure whenever a Dreamer exhibits any potential unstable behavior. I expect the source of this edict is Captain Ford. After what happened with Gabriel, and with Harsgard about to connect a new Dreamer to this Clawbone entity, I'm guessing Ford doesn't want any more unnecessary risks. He's probably right. Connecting to Clawbone. Could someone please tell the janitor to leave the AC alone? That's the third time we've had to reboot Clementine this month. Ugh. Okay, and last frame. Okay, Clementine disintegrated at all. Rather, I think she shifted somehow. That she still exists somewhere along with everything else, including the poor janitor. Unfortunately, as to why I have only conjecture. Review Clementine's final tapes shows, and in this very last frame, in one darkened corner, you can see. Can this be? You can see. This be Clawbone? Harsgren always described this unknown entity in fantastic terms. But what if he wasn't exaggerating? We know he brought his dreamer online at approximately the same time Clementine disappeared after all. And, as he said, conjecture, but... Actually, let's do one last... I think they're... Okay. Well, system diagnostics has always been the same. Okay, well, let's go look at the body. So, looks like this didn't melt away. It got teleported somewhere else. So dead. Dead, dead. Dead, body. Okay, I expect this thing to attack us when we read here. It's hollow underneath. Okay. The dreamer known as Gabriel Subject 2419 is online. Data is coming faster than we can deal with it. Gabriel's bonded entity guards a literal living world, some kind of massive biological organism that houses the guardian within it. The ground is flesh in response to stimuli. The air is thick with moisture. The breeze shifts cyclically. Yeah, we can literally hear them move. Like breathing. That's footsteps. Okay, I'm just freaking myself out now. The air is thick with moisture. The breeze shifts cyclically. Like breathing. Inhabitants of the world are equally fascinating. Small, fur-covered bipedals we've dubbed fuzzies for their resemblance to creatures from H. Beam Piper's novels. They appear to be sentient. They have no spoken language, but they build tools and structures from the bone-like growths found throughout their world. These observations are preliminary, of course, but they're so exciting. A new species, first contact. What revelations might we uncover? Okay. Fuzzy distrust. The fuzzies have been acting strange. At first, they had a kind of god-worshipper relationship with Gabriel's entity, but we've recently seen signs of fear and distrust. A few even threw rocks at their guardian. Could Gabriel's bond have somehow caused this? We've been very careful to observe only, not to interfere, but maybe the fuzzies detected some subtle change we could not predict. Too subtle for us to notice, yet strong enough to cause a violent reaction. That seems implausible. A minority of my team is concerned that this will affect our experiment. One team member is worried Gabriel himself might be in danger, though I've seen no evidence of that. Gabriel's vitals have been unaffected by the random attacks. A more valid concern is that the very act of observing is affecting what we observe. That may be valid, but it is not a reason enough to wake the dreamer. Not yet. Okay, uprising. Gabriel was attacked today, or rather the Guardian was. We're combing over records for any signs of provocation on our part, but so far we've found nothing. Gabriel's been completely passive, allowing the Guardian to act independently. Most likely, whatever's happening predates Gabriel's bond. There have been more calls from the team to wake Gabriel, still a minority, but it's true that his heart rate rose briefly during the attacks, but there have been no other signs. Okay. That sound, I have headphones on, and so I'm hearing those sounds really closely. And it's playing sounds of footprints or people moving or rustling, and it's true that his heart rate rose briefly during the attack, but there have been no other signs the attack affected him in any way. I've ordered observations to continue. We will see this through. Okay. Termination. So 2419 has been declared dead on Sunday, April 3rd, 1966. His guardian was killed. His body consequently suffered a cardiac arrest. We lost input immediately. Needless to say, my team is devastated. And yet, this presents exciting new information. This is the first time a Dreamer has died in the chair. Tragic though Gabriel's death is, it proves the bond between Dreamer and Guardian is even stronger than we knew. Research in the Fuzzy's world has been on hold for now. Our previous observations and these log entries will be transferred to another room for study while Gabriel's chair is prepared for the next Dreamer. I know we'll be back. There's so much yet to learn. What happens when a world's guardian dies anyway? Oh, okay, just one more room. Oh. Okay, more than just one room. Oh, okay. We need a key. We don't have a key. Okay. So we need a key to figure out what's going on here. I'm tempted to shoot that body, but we're not going to do that for now. I think we now have a way to get into the research lab. So let's go do that. So far we've been doing a lot more investigating than fighting, but I'm digging it. Okay, so we need to go ahead and fuse it up. Go ahead and flip the switch. Lights on. Door still locked. Let's see if the card works. Ooh, I wasn't sure if it would. Thermal control. Research level. Wow, okay. Well, let's go check out the thermal control. Okay. So this lets us look around, see all the fans, more bandages. Okay. That's it for thermal control. Okay, I see an arrow on our map, so let's check out this stuff over here first. Okay. There's another level down there. I don't see a way to get there. Up the stairs, okay. And that's the way we came in. Okay, let's go check out. We can get through there. Do we try? Well, what do we lose? Okay, so we're gonna have to turn off that fan. Okay. So maybe by turning off power, maybe doing something in thermal control. That's a, don't see anything on the door. Oh, I'm seeing something green there. Just weird reflections. So we need to remember that wooden bookshelves are a thing we should destroy. Oh, okay. So we are in an observation room. Ammo box, that's good. Okay, so we got a computer. It looks like it's on. May need a key, but who knows? On the far side, we got a mirror and another door out that way. Okay, it looks like a call center / meeting room, maybe. Oh, something behind the door. Bloodwort. Oh, we can beat up chairs. For both iron and scrap. What about these chairs? Well, they're made of wood. They're partly the enemy. So iron only gets us up to level 5 on our weapons. But it might be a good idea to go ahead and just do that. If we pick up enough stuff. I don't know how close we are. Okay. Okay. Warning microwave hazard. Okay, protective door. Pipes. Okay. I wonder, is that like... So it looks like a mirror or glass, but there's stairs to it. So that looks like a walkway. Like, I wonder if that's like the portal. System locked enabled. So we need another key. Ooh, another book. Tomb of Knowledge, alright. So another trait point. And an ammo box. So we're missing a key. So we're missing... So, I'm sorry, I'm seeing the arrow. What? We don't have anything that says what the legend means. But it has an arrow up here. So is that another teleport, another place? So we're missing a key on level 2. And we're missing a key for the A key for the computer on level 3. Okay. And there's a secret way there. Let's come back out here and see if we can turn off the power. Oops. Cool. Okay, this is just on the other side of where we were. Not a big room, but ammo box. Ward 13 master key. Okay. Frenzy dust. And a door we can't open. But there is now, that's probably how we get up that door on the second level. Let's go double check what things are like out here. Just making sure that power being off didn't, okay. We'll go ahead and leave this power off down here for now. If nobody's gonna be down here, there's no reason to keep it powered. We'll save our power. Because if we do come down here, we'll just remember to turn that on. Okay, let's look at check our inventory. Okay, this key unlocks all locks of this type in Ward 13. Very convenient. The ward's full of secrets. I reckon even Ford himself didn't know them all. Super cool. I mean, it seems like I'm a maniac just running around destroying bookshelves and chairs and whatnot, but if it's the difference between life and death, then we should do it. Okay. That's what he thought was singing? Interesting. I think that says more about him than that does the recording. Okay. I'm not ready to bust that place up yet. Okay. And here we go. Okay, I see something green already. Ooh. Something purple and a place to drop down. That's a weapon. Submachine gun. Interesting. A logbook. An explosion in research knocked out the circuit breaker in the north wing. The ward is running on backup power, but repair crews have been dispatched. Patients remain stable, but no incidents. Main power is restored, but the security camera 12 is offline. I sent Smith to check the cabling. He reported that lines were fried. Failed the service ticket WO178512 with maintenance. I'm a little on edge. There was an incident with patient 3323, Clementine, last night. She was agitated, like she was having a bad dream. The doctors and nurses were scared. Something about PSK levels being way off the graph. It took 3 orderlies to pin her down. I can't say for sure, but I think I saw a microscope fly off the table and hit one of the orderlies square in the back of the head. No one threw it. The damn thing just shot off the table. The orderly is in the med lab. 27 stitches. It could have been worse. Much worse. Dreamer 3323 was added again this evening. Started around midnight. The patient was moaning and crying in her sleep. Wasn't long before the crying turned to screaming and the medical crews rushed her to the room. The orderlies could barely keep her down. I've never seen anything like it. How does a 13-year-old child have enough strength to take on 3 fully grown men? Doctors were yelling at the nurse to sedate her, but the tranquilizer didn't take effect soon enough. They finally managed to strap her on the restraints, but the patient thrashed around so much that she broke her right forearm. Broke her damn arm against the straps. Okay, well, let's grab this bloodwort and let's drop down. So this is going to take us, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So we got a submachine gun. So not as much damage. Twice as many rounds per second. Holds more. Less accurate. A lot more ammo. A small caliber automatic weapon with a decent magazine capacity and blazingly fast rate of fire at close range. Sure, ammunition's hard to come by, but the more you can spit into the air, the longer you're likely to live. Okay. Well, let's get out of here. Feel like we've investigated this area pretty thoroughly. We still need one of those daddle keys. Oh, I didn't mean to come this way, but since we're here, might as well look around. Wonder if that's an area we can get to. Okay, we can break a bunch of stuff. Just not that. Okay. Good to know. We'll go up and check by that computer again. Not that I expect anything. Oh, we couldn't do this before, though. After we started things up, let's... run system test. Passed. 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 Okay, we're all on. So we need to decide whether we want to try upgrading our pistol or go with, well, okay. So let's See our pistol. So we kind of wander around in like a figure eight maybe. And let's go. So we can fire off a lot of shots pretty quickly. We also reload pretty quickly. Let's see. So we can unload our whole clip there pretty quick. Let's see what happens if we go to these. So it doesn't do much damage, each individual bullet. Ooh. So we're gonna be sticking, we like a long range rifle. I think I like pulling the trigger. So let's go ahead and check it out. I don't think we're gonna buy anything from those guys right now because we found a whole bunch of stuff. We have 3 bandages. Don't know how long that'll last us. Let's see, does she have anything to talk to us about? Probably
What
not.
now? Fine, let's have a look.
NPCs throughout the world can be used to craft new items, weapons, mods, boss weapons, armor, etc. Each crafting recipe has a number of required materials plus scraps which are required to craft the item. Acquiring crafting materials can be viewed in the materials tab under the player inventory. So if you want to build a handgun out of a skull, you can. So she has nothing crafting for us. Oh, but we can buy Hotshot or the Mender's Aura. Okay. So these are the starting. Creates a healing pool that heals 10 health. Lasts 10 seconds.
Yeah,
might be
good.
useful. We have an open
Keep
slot.
moving.
So basically we can have 2 of those active at one
Anything you
time.
need? Be safe out there.
I think we made the decision to choose the repeater, though the repeater was already leveled up. Okay.
Anything you need? So,
See the wares. Okay. +1, 0. Okay, we could have done that anyway. Hunter, hunter, hunter. Okay, well let's
Take
do
care, my
weapons
friend.
first. Ah, I didn't mean to do that.
anything
Let's
you
do
need?
weapons first,
Let's see what I've got.
and then do armor. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take this up to +1. And +1. So we can upgrade 2 of those again. Or we can do 4. Or we can do our armor. So this would buff our armor from 9 to 14. Yeah, let's just go ahead and up it all. Okay, so that uses all of our... We need 6 armor, 3 armor, 9 armor. Okay, so
Be
we want
safe
to
out there.
keep an eye out on that, Because if we can, whenever we get iron, we want to kind of come back here and see what's
now?
up.
Working and being interrupted. Not the conversation, that's for sure. You know, I'm actually great friends with this hammer. That fills my friend quota just fine. So I'd move along if I were you.
Funny.
Unless, of course, you'd like to get more acquainted with the hammer. I've got work to do.
Okay, let's talk over here to see what this guy has to say.
Anything you need? Not really my place to say. People can tell you about themselves if they want. Just be careful around McCabe, like I said. Oh, well, made some of them myself. But, you know, my partner, Jed, made most of the really good stuff. Jed, well, he was a genius. We put together what we could find, you know? Microwaves, sinks, car engines, you name it. I tell you, feels right putting forgotten things back to work, you know? Oh, sorry. I'm talking your ear off, ain't I? Oh, same place so many go these days. We had a rough winter a while back. Jed got sick. And now it's just me. The ward's full of people carrying the loss with them. But to keep going on, we gotta find new family along the way. Life ain't bad so long as you got folks to look out for. Right? Anytime. Take care, my friend.
Oh, I bet the body we were seeing down there was Wallace's brother. Was it Jack? I bet that's who that was. I'm expecting zombies and it's just some kid's brother. Let's see. Can we take the key out of here? No. Okay. Real quick, I think we have a lot of money. We have more money than we need. Let's go ahead and buy some iron.
Hey, traveler. Take care then.
And we'll go ahead and upgrade. Oh, didn't mean to do that. So I just got done playing Dragon Quest Builders 2, where the
Keep moving.
button for sprint was bound to the right
Good to see you
right
again.
triggers.
What do you need?
And so now when I want to run, I have a tendency to pull that. Okay, so we can upgrade one thing. Let's go ahead and make it our hunting rifle, because we think that's going to be our main thing.
Take care, my friend.
Okay. So let's head back. Let's head back out into the world and see what we can find. We probably still want to go and talk to people around here, particularly Ford. Oh. I guess we should have done that before we paid money. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. And when we come back, we will be heading out into the world. Whether that's just me recording by myself or that's streaming online, I haven't decided yet. So, either way, the things will be posted to YouTube. So join me for that. Thanks a lot.